Hello everyone! In this video, you will be learning the difference between three prepositions of time: im, and am. We'll be doing a few examples with each preposition, and in the end, there will be a small exercise. So, let's begin. Am, im. Temporale Präpositionen. All these three prepositions can also be used in different contexts, but we'll be dealing with only their use as prepositions of time. Before we move on to their use, let's look at an example for each one of them. Der Unterricht beginnt 14 Uhr. The next one. Am Montag findet ein Fußballspiel statt. Im Winter trinke ich gern heiße Schokolade. Und du? Was trinkst du gern im Winter? As you must have noticed, all these prepositions have something to do with either time, or day, or season, or month, etc. Now let's learn when to use which preposition. The first preposition is Um is Akkusativpräposition. That means that the object that it will take will be in the accusative case. You can watch our video on accusative prepositions if you want to revise them. The link is given below in the description. Now let's move on to the first example. Is used when you are mentioning time. 19 Uhr kommt nach Hause. Here's another example. Wir gehen 11:30 ins Bett. So with both forms of time, that is official and unofficial, we would use as the preposition. If you want to revise how to read time in German, you can do that by watching our videos. The links are given below. The basic use of is with time, but there is one exception. Ausnahme. Die Pizzeria schließt Mitternacht. With other parts of the day, one would use a different preposition, but with Mitternacht, you would use Let's move on to the next one. Am. Well, am is a combination of the preposition an and the dative article dem. An plus dem gives you am. An is otherwise a two-way preposition. Sometimes it would take accusative and sometimes dative. In this case, an is taking dative. Let's look at the first example. You would use am with Datum. For example, ich habe am 7. November eine Prüfung. You can also say, ich habe am 7.11. eine Prüfung. Let's see the next use. When you're talking about a particular weekday, Montag, Dienstag, etc. Ich gehe am Sonntag mit Max einkaufen. You would also use am when you're talking about the weekend. Am Wochenende sind wir nach München gefahren. Am is also used with Tageszeit. Let's look at an example. Am Abend koche ich gerne für meine Familie. But in this case, there are a few exceptions. For Mittag, you would use the preposition zu Mittag. For night, it's in der Nacht. And for midnight, you use the preposition Mitternacht. Let's see how to use them in a sentence. In der Nacht gab es Gewitter. Since the article for Nacht is die and the preposition in takes dative here, hence you would say in der Nacht. The next example is Mitternacht sind wir in Frankfurt gelandet. And the next one. Was magst du heute zu Mittag? And now the next preposition, im. Im is basically the preposition in along with the dative article dem. In plus dem gives you im. Let's see when and how to use this preposition. You would use the preposition im with months, Monat. For example, im Januar ist es in Deutschland sehr kalt. You would also use this preposition with Jahreszeit. Here's an example. Wir fahren im Sommer nach Italien. If you want to learn the names of months and seasons in German, you can watch our videos on the same. The link is given below in the description. Im can also be used with ja, but you have to use it like this. Er ist im Jahr 2010 in die USA geflogen. You can also say, er ist 2010 in die USA geflogen. When you're talking about a year, you either say im Jahr 2010 or just 2010. The use of only im before the year. For example, er ist im 2010 in die USA geflogen. This would be wrong. Great! Now let's do a small exercise. Übung. You have to fill in the blank with any one of the three prepositions, am, or im. Do remember that is used with time, whereas am is used with date, day, or time of the day. Im is used with month, season, or a year. So here's the first one. Since summer is a season, you would say, im Sommer fliegen wir nach Japan. Sehr gut. Now try the next one. And the correct answer is Tobias hat am Wochenende eine Party zu Hause. Sehr gut. Let's move on to the next one. And your answer should be Der Film beginnt am Abend. I'm sure you're doing very well. Now let's do another one. Since there is an Uhrzeit, your answer should be Ich stehe 6 Uhr auf. Wonderful. Here's another one. This one was also pretty simple. Sie kommt 17 Uhr. And here's the last one. You can leave them in the comment section below. Tschüss, auf Wiedersehen!